project demo. Start చేస్తున్నాను అది వస్తుంది వాయిస్ అది ఎక్సిట్ తీసుకుంటా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను లైట్ కూడా ఉంది కాసేపు వరకు కూర్చుంటే ఇద్దరు డిస్టెన్స్ Good evening, guys. All of you, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. So,
Good
this is
evening,
Srinivas. So, I'm teaching here Django and REST API. Okay. So, as a Python is developer, we have Python and Django REST framework. Total 3 concepts are there. So, here Django framework we are going to learn here in this session.
Sir, low
Are you getting
audio,
voice?
sir.
Okay, wait. Yeah. So now is okay? So Django framework we are going to discuss here. Django framework. So what is Django framework? Why we are deciding to learn this Django framework? So these points we are going to discuss here. So yes, sir. First of all, my question is to learn this Django framework. What are the prerequisites? To learn this Django framework, what are the prerequisites? So that is the point. If you want to learn this Django framework, so Python knowledge must be required, sir. Python knowledge must be required. Next one. So I hope you all people knows about the Python language. Am I right? All people without learning Python, are you planning learning Django? No, sir. Python must be required. Even though not completing Python, no problem. Okay, at least some rules and regulations. If you know about Python, rules and regulations, if you know about Python, then you are able to learn this Django frameworks. Okay, in Python, indentation, how we are writing variables, how creating, okay, how we are executing the Python program, data types, what data types are there, for example, list, dictionary, set, like some data types are there, functions, how creating, classes, how creating, like these knowledge, if you know, then more easily will understanding about the Django frameworks are. You guys understand this one? Yeah. So
Yes.
first of all, here I have one doubt, sir. I have one doubt. So nowadays, all people are calling Python is a general purpose programming language. Python is a general purpose programming language. Why Python is called as general purpose programming language nowadays? People are asking, sir. Nowadays, recently, this question asking more times in interviews, sir. So Python is used for developing the web applications, data science applications, okay, and artificial intelligence, robotics, like a number of courses. If you want to learn, then Python knowledge is required, sir. For example, first of all, artificial intelligence, and then data science, and robotics, okay, and web development, web development purpose, and data science, robotics, deep learning, machine learning, like a number of courses are there, sir. DevOps, these all things. So any course, if you want to learn, then this Python knowledge must be required, sir. Python knowledge must be required. So to learn these all things, Python knowledge must be required. That's why people are calling this Python is a general purpose programming language. Understand, friend? So you are deciding to learn artificial intelligence, then Python knowledge is required, plus some extra knowledge you are going to get here, sir. Same thing, if you are deciding to learn this data science, then Python knowledge is required, and some extra knowledge you are going to learn here. Understand, friend? So that's why this Python is called general purpose programming language to learn these all courses, sir. To learn these all courses, sir. Now we are going to discuss here Python related framework, nothing but Django, sir. Django is a framework of pure Python. So what is the use of the Django framework means? So if you are choosing your career as a web development, web application development, BookMyShow is a web application, Flipkart, Amazon, okay, like a number of things are Facebook, all things web applications. So if you want to developing the web applications, then you need to learn this Django framework. You need to learn this Django framework. Okay, so Django is a framework. So here D is silent. I'll tell D Django actual name, but here D is silent. That's why we are calling a Django like this. Okay, so to developing the web applications, if you are choosing your career as a web application development, as a web developer, if you want to becoming, then you should learn this Django framework. Are you understanding this one? So now I want to go for artificial intelligence means, so Python required, and then artificial intelligence separate they are teaching. Okay, data science separate teaching, deep learning separate teaching, machine learning separate teaching going. Okay, but compared to these all sectors, artificial intelligence, data science, robotics, deep learning, machine learning, like n number of courses are there, n number of technologies are there. Okay, compared to these all things, web development is more easy. Why means because of Django framework. So this is providing a lot of rules and regulations. So easily we can developing the web applications compared to any other languages. That is one point. And Python, for example, 2 months you are spending, assumption 2 months you are spending to learn this Python course. And for learning this Django, so maximum 45 days you are going to be spend 45 days. So Python also within the 45 days people are completing, some people. So 45 days or 2 months learning Python and 45 days learning the Django. Okay. So totally maximum 4 months, maximum 4 months you are going to complete Python and Django framework. So using this Python and Django framework knowledge within the 4 months, if you are learning practice very regularly, if you are doing practice clearly, then immediately you can crack the interviews. You can get the jobs within the 4 months when you are doing practice well. Understand, Span? So, and also to learn this Python and Django, so you are going to spend less amount only. You are going to spend less amount only, less money, sir. Less amount only. You are going to spend to learn these two courses, Python and Django. Okay. So remaining courses, if you want to decide to learn artificial intelligence, data science, robotics, these all things are required minimum 6 months time, sir. Minimum 6 months time required, and course cost also increasing more. For example, data science, if you want to learn, then almost 25,000 people are charging, sir. 25,000 data science. Okay, and 6 months time is required, more than 6 months, not 6 months, less than, more than 6 months time required to understand it more clearly. So that's why within the less time with less cost, I want to developing one framework, and I need to get immediately job like this. If we are deciding, then we are choosing this Django framework, and we are choosing our career as a web development. Are you understanding this one, guys? This one. So now I'm deciding here to learn this web application development. So to developing this web applications, I required one framework. I required at least one framework. So that is Django. Not only Django, so many frameworks are there. So here we are going to discuss about the Django. Why you are deciding to learn this Django only? Why not other frameworks? So we will discuss these all points. Is it clear, guys? Yeah. So next. So before learning, So this Python related Django framework, these all things. So first of all, some general terms we need to discuss, sir. Some general terms we need to be discussing. Okay. So what are the general terms means? What is a program? Regularly we are calling here developing the programs, different programs we are developing, different softwares we are developing. So what is program? What is software? We need to have that knowledge, sir. Okay. So what is question? What is program? What is program? And next question is what is software? What is software? And what is a framework? What is framework? Okay. So these things we need to understand, sir. First of all, these things. Are getting this one? So what is a program? Program is nothing but set of instructions, set of or collection of instructions is called programs. Okay, set of instructions are called program. For example, I want to do it one addition operation, sir. I want to do it one addition operation in Python, sir. In Python, how we are writing? So for example, a equal to 10, I'm going to take, sir. B equal to 20, I'm going to take. C equal to what? A plus B addition, sir. Okay. So A plus B result you are getting. Now I'm going to use a print method to print the data. So C I'm using. Am I right? This code Python, using Python. Okay. So this one I'm taking my file name as addition.py, addition or else sum.py, something, sir. Addition.py. So to calculating the addition operation between the two variables, then we are writing these lines. Okay. So here each line is nothing but one instruction, sir. In this instruction, what is happening? So 10 value storing into a variable. Okay. A variable holds the 10 value. B variable holds the 20 value. And C variable holds the result of A plus B, nothing but A plus B sum. This result storing into C variable. And this line we are going to print output. Okay. So each line is having like one statement, sir. So set of statements or set of instructions are called program. So addition.py program. Are you understanding this one? Okay. Now what is software? What is software? Software is nothing but a set of or else a collection of programs, sir. Collection of programs are called software. For example, so you can take one calculator software, sir. Calculator. So inside calculator, we are going to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, like these all things, sir. So this is my calculator software. So here addition related program I created. Now I'm going to write. What is the subtraction related here. So same program you are going to write a value, b value, c value, a minus b you are going to write here. Okay, am I right? So a equal to 10 and b equal to, for example, 5 I'm writing, c equal to, okay, a minus b you are taking, and then print c you are going to write. So this is nothing but subtraction. Understand this one? Subtraction.py, same like multiplication.py and division.py, like a number of programs you are going to write. Okay. So set of programs are collection of programs. Each one is one program. Collection of programs are called software. Nothing but calculator software we are going to design. Understand this one? So these all are general terms, sir. What is the program? What is the software, like this? So why required this software? Why required software, sir? Softwares are for what purpose we are using, sir? So for user interaction purpose, softwares are required for user interaction. Using softwares, users are interacting with the computers very easily to perform some behaviors, to perform some operations. Are you understanding, Swan? For example, I want to do it one calculation, sir. One big number I want to do it calculation. What is my number means 40. Okay, 40 into 35. 40 into 35. For example, assumption. I want to do it this calculation. Okay, so it takes some time. It takes some time. If I want to do more big calculation. For example, 420 into, okay, So 150 like this. Then it takes more time compared to this one. Are you getting this one? So by as a human being, by yourself, if you are doing this calculation by taking pen and paper, so it is taking some time, and human beings getting some problem while calculating these all things. But same calculation by using the software, multiplication software, you are going to use nothing but calculator software, you are going to use calculator. Then immediately within the fraction of seconds, within the seconds, we are going to calculate a lot of values. Okay, so main software is reducing the burden on the users. Software is reducing the burden on the users, and software is providing a user things, user regular activities more easily. Okay, so that's why softwares are required. Are you understanding, sir? Yeah. So next, next our concept is what is a framework? What is a framework? So framework is also nothing but one software, sir. Framework is also nothing but one software. So by using frameworks, we are going to developing the softwares. By using the frameworks, we are going to developing the softwares. And using softwares, user interactions are going very easily. User regular life is becoming like more easy. Okay, more advantages human beings are getting using the softwares. Are you understanding this one? So that's why frameworks must be required to developing the softwares. Frameworks are must be required to developing the softwares. Okay, so sir, what I'm discussing here, everything you are going to get soft copy. Everything you are going to get soft copy. I will take your mails, all people mails I'll take. So day to day, what we discussing here, everything I'll send to your mail. What programs we are doing practice here, I'll share to your mail. And also you are going to get the videos, what I'm discussing here. So if any day, one particular day, for example, unfortunately you are missing the session, then you can watch that video. Understand this one? So all these things you are going to get regularly to your mails. Now, so here, what is the framework? People are asking, sir, you are learning Django framework. So when you are attending interviews, the interview person is asking, what is framework? Then you need to give the response. So framework is nothing but a software. Framework is nothing but a software. Framework is nothing but software. Okay, using this software, we are going to creating the dynamic websites. Nothing but framework is a software. Okay, framework is nothing but software. By using this framework, we are going to developing the dynamic web applications. Okay, so by using this framework, we are developing, we are developing the dynamic websites, dynamic web applications, simply dynamic web applications, we are going to developing. This is the framework, sir. Framework is nothing but software. By using this framework, we are going to developing the dynamic web applications, like Flipkart, Amazon, okay, Facebook, like these all things are nothing but web applications. Are you getting this one? Yeah. So framework is a collection of classes. Framework is nothing but collection of classes. Collection of class. Each class having a set of instructions. Each class is having set of instructions. So framework is nothing but collection of classes. Collection of classes and APIs. Collection of classes and APIs are nothing but framework. Are you getting this one? So this is the framework. Okay, so collection of classes or APIs are called as a framework. So here predefined, a lot of classes are there, sir. So many predefined classes are there. So many predefined APIs are there. Nothing but some modules are there. So collection of classes and modules are nothing but framework. Each one having some predefined meaning, sir. This is each predefined class having some predefined meaning, and we are going to discuss about those all classes and those all APIs. What APIs are provided by this framework, like these all things. Okay, so we have different languages to developing the applications. We have different languages to developing the applications, and each language is having different frameworks. Its own frameworks having, sir. Each language having its own framework to developing the applications. Are getting this one? So, for example, you can see here. So, what are the languages available? What are the frameworks available for those languages? Okay. So, Java is a language, sir. Java is a programming language. So, for Java related frameworks, what are available means Spring framework is there, sir. Okay. So, Spring framework is there. Struts framework is there, and Hibernate is there, sir. Hibernate is there. Are you getting this one? Like a number of frameworks are there. So any one framework you are going to use and to developing this, we are going to developing this Java related applications. That is the point. And if you are taking .NET, if you are taking .NET related, so in .NET ASP.NET ASP.NET framework is there, and MVC framework is there, sir. MVC framework is there. Okay, so we are Python developers, sir. We are Python developers. So Python language you are learning, and Python related any one framework we are going to learn. So Django framework. Django is a framework, and Flask. Okay, so Flask is a framework, sir. Flask is a framework. Not only these things, so many are there. Django framework, Flask framework. Okay, bottleneck, like a number of things are there, sir. So you need to learn any one language to developing the applications, sir. You need to learn any one language, and that language related particular frameworks you are going to learn. Particular framework you are going to learn. At least one language and language related one framework. If you are learning all the languages and all the frameworks, that is your advanced, sir. Okay. For Java, people are using Eclipse developing purpose. Okay, we are using different IDs, no problem. So ID is different, but coding is same. Coding is same. Are you getting this one? Okay, so those all things I'll take care. I'll take care slowly. So starting, I'm giving only overview about the frameworks, what languages are there, like these all things. Okay, so we are not Java developers, or we are not .NET developers. So simply forget about this one. We are belongs to what? Python developers. So you are learning this Python course, Python language, and after learning this Python related any one framework you need to learn. Any one framework you need to be learning. But nowadays compared to these all frameworks, so Django framework is only getting more demanding. For example, 100 projects are developing using the Python related technologies, sir. In Python, 100 projects developing means frameworks. Okay, 90% projects using Django only, sir. 90% projects using the Django only out of 100 projects. Out of 100 projects, 90% project using the Django framework only to developing the applications. Only less applications using the Flask framework. Are you getting this one? So nowadays Django only is getting more demanding. Flask is slowly is going to get the demanding. So I'll tell these difference between both languages, all the things. Okay. Yes. So here Django is a framework, sir. What is Django? I'm talking. What is Django? Okay. First of all, as a developer, any one language you need to learn, and that language related at least one framework you need to learn, sir. If you are learning all the frameworks, Django framework, Flask framework, all things, then your skills increasing. Okay, more advantages you are getting. So when you have project in your company using Django, immediately you are developing. When you are getting a project using the Flask, immediately you are going to developing without learning that time manually. Okay, so that's why at least one framework required. More frameworks if you are learning also, that is your advantage only. Are you getting this one? Yes. Now, why you are deciding to learn this Django only? Why not Flask framework? This is the differences. So right now I'm going to discuss only some points only, sir. Later sessions, coming sessions, you are going to get more points about the Django and the Flask. Okay. So here, first I need to discuss some points about the Django, and we'll discuss comparison with the Flask. So Django framework, if you are using Django framework, if you are using, so by default, it comes with by default it comes with one ORM layer, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw, madam, your message.
Sir,
I'll give you reply. Yeah, tell me.
REST
Tell me.
API also tell us, sir, in this course.
No, sir. No, madam. No, madam. This is only Django, and REST API is a separate batch. Okay. So if you want to learn that one, separate batch is going. So for example, myself today only started REST API and Django both. Okay. So many batches are already going, and new batches today I started at the 7 p.m. Django started, and 5:30 REST API started. Okay. Yeah, tell me, madam.
Sir, simultaneously two courses learn, sir.
Simultaneously. Okay. So actually that
At
is
a
all
time,
your
sir.
yes, I'm understanding. That is all your learning capability. So Django framework and Django REST framework,
Okay,
Django REST framework nothing but REST API. So both you can plan parallelly. That is our learning capability. No, I'm unable to learn both parallelly. If you are deciding one by one, you can understanding. For example, 45 days we are discussing this Django framework, 45 to 2 months assumption. Okay. So once completing 20 days about this Django framework, then parallelly you can learn. So before completing this Django framework, REST API also you are going to completing. Why I'm telling this 15 days, 20 days required for Django framework means, so in this Django framework, all rules and regulations you are going to get. How creating project, how creating application, how we are running, how we are communicating with the database. These all things you are going to get in Django initial days. Same knowledge we are going to use in REST API also. That's why some minimum knowledge if you know using the Django, then same knowledge you can use in REST API. Easily you can understand in the REST API. Otherwise, so day one onwards, you need to do learning more clearly about the REST API if you are attending
Sir,
both
please,
parallelly. Yeah.
sir, please tell me the difference of Django framework and REST API, sir.
See,
What the difference?
I mean, I will give you, madam, these all points I'll give you. So actually, first of all, what is Django framework? I'm talking here. Okay. And then Django REST API also we are going to talk. So without knowing this Django framework, if I'm telling about the REST APIs, getting some problems. Okay. So,
Okay, sir.
okay, you are asking
Okay,
one
sir.
point. Wait. 1 point I'll give you. 1 point I'll give you. Django framework is developing for only web application development. Means from the browser we are sending the request, we are getting the response. For example, Flipkart. Okay, www.flipkart.com or www.amazon.com, www.bookmyshow.com. Like this URLs you are developing, you are getting the response. When I'm sending bookmyshow related URL, bookmyshow site I'm getting. That is nothing but Django framework. Okay, so after getting the bookmyshow site, you are selecting theaters, you are selecting the tickets, how many you want to buy, you want to book. Okay, finally you need to do the payment. So if you want to do the payment, then bookmyshow application to bank application we need to communicating. So app to app communication purpose REST API is required. Nowadays every application is required app to app communication. One application to another application communication must be required. Okay, so if you want to do that communication, 100% REST API is required. That is the point. You are not learning REST API only Django means only web application you are developing, and people are sending request from the browser to your application, you are getting the response. But they are unable to pay the money. They are unable to pay the money. Without paying money, bookmyshow application is useless. Without booking the tickets, useless application. That's why REST API 100% required. Okay, so one word answer, Django framework is developing for web applications, REST API is required for app to app communication purpose. That is the point. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank
yeah.
you, sir.
So now I'm giving some points about this one, sir. Why you are learning Django framework only, why not learning this Flask framework? Initially, why you are giving high priority to Django, I'm giving. Okay, so 100 projects, if going in market, real-time companies. Okay, so 90% projects using Django only developing, sir. 90 projects using Django only developing. That's why I'm deciding to learn this Django framework. Okay, and another one is if you are using Django framework, then Django framework is comes with ORM layer. So later you are going to get what is ORM layer. Okay. So
Sir,
ORM
what
layer is nothing but, yeah. Tell me, guys.
sir, what means by ORM layer?
Sir, see, when I'm typing only, you are asking questions, sir. I will explain, no problem. Okay. If I'm
Okay, sir.
telling ORM and if I'm skipping, then you can ask doubt, sir, what is ORM? No problem.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
So Django framework is providing one layer which name as ORM layer. Okay, ORM stands for object relational mapping. So inside database tables we are creating, employee table, student table, like a number of tables we are creating. Every table is having data. Okay, employee number, employee name, salary, address, student number, student name, address, student marks, like a number of data we are maintaining using the databases. So using ORM layer, easily we can interact with the databases. Usually we can interact with the databases. For example, so for my Django application, I'm using MySQL database. So MySQL related SQL queries are there. SQL SQL queries are separate. And after using 2 months MySQL, I'm deciding to use Oracle database for my Django application. Oracle DB I want to use. Then Oracle related SQL queries again different. SQL queries are different. Okay. Then using MySQL queries you are writing. When you are changing to Oracle, and you need to create again all these SQL queries, removing Oracle related queries you are going to write. But if you are using Django, it providing ORM layer, I'm telling. Okay. So ORM layer, if you are using, because of ORM layer, we are not going to write SQL queries manually. MySQL related or Oracle related or MongoDB related, like different DBs are there. So database related SQL queries we are not writing manually. Django related ORM section is there. ORM queries are there separately. We are going to write only ORM queries. So when you are writing ORM queries, yeah, what is it, sir? See, so when you are using ORM queries, Django using internally ORM queries. So I'm using MySQL database. Then my ORM query code converted into MySQL code format. After 2 months, if I'm changing to Oracle, then my ORM code only, ORM layer code only converted into Oracle format. If I'm using MongoDB, my ORM code only converted into MongoDB. Means we are not responsible to write the queries related to particular database. We are responsible to write the queries related to Django framework. That is using the ORM layer. Okay. If you are using Django framework, so we are writing only one query. That is, can communicate with MySQL, can communicate with Oracle, can communicate with PostgreSQL, like all databases can communicating, sir. But if you are using Flask framework, okay, for MySQL related separate queries you are writing. After 2 months, you are changing to Oracle DB. Then these all queries you are overriding with SQL query, Oracle related SQL queries. Means manually you are going to write all queries again. Okay. So it takes a lot of time. It increasing the burden on developers using the Flask framework. Okay. So that's why Django framework people are using nowadays. Okay. This is the best advantage compared with Django and Flask. And Django is heavyweight framework. Flask is lightweight framework. Microservices. So big kind of applications if you want to developing, then people are using the Django framework. Only small projects related people can use the Flask framework. Okay. So inside Flask, for example, single kind of task we can developing. In Django, group of tasks we can developing. So these things at the time of developing you are going to get the practically. Are you getting this one? So majorly people are learning Django framework because of ORM layer only, sir. Okay. So this is having a lot of benefits. ORM layer. We have big session about the ORM layer. That time I will interact with your database. I want to get all records. I want to get single record, updating record, deleting record, group of records creating, like this, and number of things we are going to do it. Getting this one? Yes, sir. So now Django framework. What is Django framework? We are going to discuss. So Django framework. Django is nothing but one framework which is purely developed by using the Python. Django framework purely developed by using the Python language only. That's why to learn this Django framework, 100% required Python knowledge. And also in your system, Python installation is required to developing the Django applications. Are you getting this one? So to developing the applications using Django framework, Python software must be required to install in your system. Then you are able to developing the Django. Okay, so that is about the Django framework. And using Django framework, if you are developing the applications, then lot of benefits you are getting compared to other language related frameworks. For example, Java having a Spring, .NET having ASP.NET or MVC frameworks, these things are okay. So compared to those other language related frameworks, using Django framework, we are getting the so many benefits. Okay, I'll tell one small benefit. So here, using Python, sir, just assumption, using Python, hello world message I want to print. Then how we are printing? By using print method. Okay. So here I'm going to write hello world. Simple one message, sir. So here, if you know about print method, what is the use of print method? Then you are able to print the hello world message. Single line enough, sir, in Python. But same line, same hello world message using Java, if you want to write, then you are going to write class sample, for example, one class name, and Java classes. So by using the curly brace structure, we are going to follow, sir. So here we are going to write public, static, void, main, okay, and main having public static void main string, okay, string args. I'll tell wait. So again here curly brace structure you are going to start. Now here system dot out dot out dot println, okay. So println of you are going to write a message here, hello world you are writing, and a semicolon also required. Java is must be required semicolon every statement end of the line, but in Python semicolon is not required here. Okay, so this is the difference between the Python language and other languages, sir. So to print only hello world message single line we are writing using the Python. So you need to know about what is the use of print method enough. But if you are using Java languages to print this hello world, first of all you need to know about the what is the class keyword, what is this one class name, okay, and what is the public, what is the static, what is the void, what is the main, what is the string, what is the args, okay. Everything is having some predefined meanings, sir. Public having meaning, static having meaning, void having meaning, main having meaning, and the system, this is a predefined application class out, okay. Here out, sir, this is out, t also there. Out is a object, println is a method. So if you knows about these all things, then you are able to print this hello world message. Even though you are missing this semicolon, you are getting error. Okay, so that's why you need to have this all knowledge. Then you are able to write the basic hello world message. Okay, only this is a single line of output purpose. You need to have this all lines knowledge. So when you are developing the applications, real-time applications, so hundreds of lines, thousands of lines code we are writing. Thousands of lines code you are writing. So to performing one application, to do this CRUD operations, CRUD means creating, updating, retrieving, deleting from database. I want to create some data into DB. I want to update, I want delete, like this. Okay. So using Java, if you want to do this, the CRUD operation, for example, 100 lines code you are writing, sir. 100 lines code you are writing using Java, sir. Using Java. Are you getting this one? Same CRUD operations If you are using Django, then 20 or 30 lines code enough, sir. 20 to 30 lines code enough using the Django framework. Okay, this one. So less lines of code you are going to write, sir, using the Django framework to performing the same task. Using Java, you are doing one task. Same task using Django, if you are doing less lines of code you are going to write. So less lines code you are writing means line by line, like this you are writing, sir. Less lines code you are writing means time taking less. Okay, less lines of code within the less time you are developing. More lines of code within the more time you are going to developing. Okay, so if you are using Django to developing your application, less time required, less lines of code is required. Okay, because of less time, our project development cost is decreasing. Okay, cost of the project is decreasing because of the less time. And when we are writing the less lines of code, line by line, top to bottom executing, sir, line by line. So less lines executing very fastly means time saving. Are you getting this one? So time saving, cost saving, and less lines you are writing means within the less time executing program. Within the less time you are executing program means performance is increasing, sir. Performance is increasing. Using Django compared to Java, performance is increasing. Okay, and readability is increasing. Complexity is decreasing. Like n number of benefits are there, sir, using Django compared to Java, .NET, these things. That's why this Django framework is getting more demanding nowadays. Are you understanding this benefits? So I'll give you, sir, next session more clearly. I'll give you the all points clearly, and I'll give you to notes also, to your mail also. I'll give you all the things. So what are the advantages by using the Django framework means? So using Django framework, if you are developing one application compared to other language related frameworks, so we are saving time, we are saving cost, we are giving best performance, and readability of application increasing, and complexity is decreasing. Like a number of benefits are there. That's why people are people are learning this Django framework to developing the applications. Okay, so sir, one point can take. Yeah, tell me. Anyone having doubts?
No, sir.
Yeah. Now, if you are taking real-time companies, sir, okay, one organization is there. For example, Wipro company is there, sir. Just assumption, Wipro company is there. Okay, this person is going to developing one project, sir. So newly one project is came. So that project going to developing. Then Wipro company, some senior employees are there, sir, managers or CEOs, some higher level employees are there. So they are deciding first, they are thinking, so what language we will use to developing this project. Okay, so some people are giving guidelines to use Java to developing this application like this. So if we are using Java, then are you saving time? Are you saving cost? And are you getting the best performance? These things analyzing, sir. Every company, when they are deciding to developing the application, okay, so they are thinking about saving the, what is, saving the cost of the projects, are saving the cost, and next saving the time duration of the project, and giving the best performance. Okay, simply performance increasing or not, they are focusing. These three main factors are within the less cost, with less time, need to give the best performance of application, need to developing. Okay, so these three main features are possible by using the Django framework compared to other language related frameworks. That's why nowadays all company people are looking into Django framework to developing their applications. Okay, so 20 years onwards, Java .NET is getting demanding, sir. 20 years onwards, but recent years, this Python is getting more demanding. Python related frameworks getting more demanding. Okay, for example, so Java graphs are, for example, Java graph is going like this way. Okay, slowly going, sir, like this way. Little bit increasing, sir, little bit increasing like this way. But Python also started here only. Python is also started here only. So directly that is increasing high level graph. So Python is getting more demanding nowadays. If you are watching any tutorials or any websites, so Python is getting nowadays more demanding. The point you are getting, sir, anywhere. Why means Python is a general purpose programming language. So Python is used for different languages, and using Python we are getting a lot of benefits. Less lines of code we are writing already. One example we discussed above. Okay, so that's why Python related frameworks if you are using, again we are writing the less lines of code only. That's why this Django framework is getting more demanding nowadays. Okay, sir, myself weekend batches also going to take, sir, a lot of times, only Saturdays Sundays taking, so employees are joining. Why means regularly they are going to office, only Sundays Saturdays they are planning to attend the batches. Okay, so previously I saw some people, all people having a 4 years 5 years experience, real time experience. Okay, so those all people comes from Java background, .NET background. So why they are coming means in their company coming projects going to come using the Django. Already management announced. Previous batches people told me, okay, sir, in coming within 1 month we are going to get one project that is using the Django only. That's why my management giving instructions strongly. So you guys should be learn this Django framework for developing coming project. Okay, otherwise you can plan another company. Okay, I means coming days we are not getting the Java projects, we are going to get the Django projects, like this management given instruction. That's why those all people, so weekend batches attending and learning the Django, sir. So that much importance is there. Okay, some people within the organization only, so self learning they are doing, but all people not possible to learn self learning. Okay, that's why you need to plan the batch Django framework, and using Django framework how we are developing the web applications we will discuss here. Are you understanding this one up to here so far? So only overview only are given here up to here. So history of the Django we need to discuss. Before discussing about the Django, so what is the history of the Django? Who developed, when developed, where developed, why developed? Like some questions are there, sir. Basic questions, sir. Okay. So these all history about the Django is just for your knowledge purpose, sir. So one interview person is there, sir, like me, crack fellow. If that person asking any questions about the history, you need to give the answers, sir. That's why I'm giving this history about the Django also. Are you getting, guys? Okay. So today's session we will plan about this history, and tomorrow's session, so Django providing so many features, providing. What are the features provided by Django? And each features we are going to discuss. So almost 15 features are there, sir. Once you are once you are listening that all features, then you can decide, sir. Okay, you can decide really you need to learn this Django framework or not. Okay, so after completing history and the features, then you are getting a actual beauty of this Django framework. Okay, yes, guys. So now history about the Django. First point here, where developed, when developed, who developed. This is our point. Okay, so Django framework developers, who developing Django framework means two authors are there, sir, together developing, sir. Who are that persons means Adrian. Okay, Adrian and Simon Wilson. These both are developers, are Adrian and Simon Wilson are web developers. These developers developing the Django framework. Why developing these all things slowly we'll discuss. Okay, so simply Django authors I'm going to take. Django authors Adrian and Simon Wilson. Next, where developing means in the year 2003, sir. Okay, in the year 2003 as an internal project, inside one company. In the year 2003 as an internal project, Django was started. As an internal project, Django was started. Django was started at Lawrence. So this is the company, sir, where they developed means at Lawrence Journal, Lawrence Journal, newspaper organization, newspaper organization. This is the company, sir. So many news channels, there's a news channel companies are there. For example, Enod company, Soxy company, Andhra, ABN, okay, one news channel company. Like this, a number of news channels are there. Okay, Times India. So like so many are there, sir. So same thing here. Lawrence Journal newspaper organization, one company is there. In this company, they started Adrian and Simon Wilson are started in the year 2003 as an internal project. Okay, so Django was started as an internal project of Lawrence Journal newspaper organization in the year 2003. They started, sir. Who started means Adrian and Simon Wilson. Okay, so these both are Adrian and Simon, both are okay, web developers of this company, sir. For this company, these people are developing the web applications. Okay, so Adrian and Simon Wilson both are developing web applications. Both are developing the web applications for this company, for this organization. Okay, these things. So when they are developing the multiple web applications, for this organization, so they are getting some irritations. They are getting some problem. What is that problem is? So every time we are developing the web application, in every web application, we are creating the same code lot of times. Okay, instead of 100,000 lines, so 600 lines or 500 lines, every time we are writing same lines, duplicate. So this is a wasting of time. Okay, and performance is decreasing. And every time we are writing same code, they are getting the boring. So like they are deciding, sir. So that's why they taken all these common features into separate. They taken all common features into separate place, and they created like a one framework. That framework name they taken as a Django. Understand this one? So now you can see, sir, here. So here one application they are developing, sir. Application 1. This is what? App 1 they are developing. App 1. In this app 1, database related some logics they are writing, sir. Database related. So here 100 lines code they are writing for database related assumption. Okay. Next admin related they are writing some codes. Admin related. So again here they are writing some lines of code. They are writing the some lines of code admin related. Next here some templates related. Okay, so templates nothing but presentation related. Coming session you are going to get, sir, what is template, these all things. So simply I'm going to write the presentation. Okay, so for the presentation also some lines of code they are writing, some lines of code they are writing here. Are getting this one? Okay, my application 1 is completing, sir. Database related knowledge, admin related knowledge, presentation related knowledge they developed. Now they are going to developing one more application, sir. They are going to developing one more application. Okay, so in this application again, they are going to developing the database related knowledge, admin related coding, and okay, presentation related coding also they are developing, sir. Are you getting this one? Okay, plus some extra lines they are writing, for example, just your understanding purpose, login related or else registration related. Every application is required registration, sir. Okay, register related logics they are writing newly here. Okay, next they are deciding to developing one more application, app 3, sir. App 3 they are developing. In this app 3 also DB related logics writing, admin related logics writing, and presentation logics they are writing. And okay, now here they are writing for login related, login plus okay register related, both they are writing, sir. Okay, some extra logics they are writing. So here this is a new logics, here login plus register new logics. But in all the applications DB related, admin related, presentation related is common, sir. Okay, in all the application, this knowledge is common. Are getting this one? So they are creating first time, sir. Very happily they created a DB related, admin related, presentation related. But at the time of developing application, again these all DB related, admin related, presentation related. Again they are developing. Okay, so they are getting some irritation. Same code again we are creating. Okay, again here same code we are creating, like this they are deciding. And these all codes are this same code. Here you are writing, here you are writing, here you are writing. So this common code comes under 500 lines assumption. 500 lines is there, sir. This common code having 500 lines code. Okay, so in every application this 500 lines code they are using. So this is increasing the time, sir. Development time is increasing and execution time is decreasing. 500 lines are taking more time to executing, and 500 lines code is required more memory. Okay, so cost increasing, performance decreasing, readability is decreasing, complexity is increasing. Like this they are deciding some problems. Okay, so finally they taken all these common features, they taken all these common features into one separate file. Okay, what they taken common features? DB related, admin related, and presentation related. They taken these all common files, common code into one file. Okay, and next when they are deciding to developing any application, for example app 4 I'm going to developing, sir. In this app 4 I want to write what? I want to write for example home page related logics. I want to write, sir, home logics I want to write. So only you are going to make, you are going to developing home page related logics, but you are not going to developing the database admin presentation. This entire file we are going to import inside our application 4. Okay, without writing, we are going to import existing code, ready-made codes. So in Python, you know, in Python, you know, modules concept. Modules concept. Import keyword is there. By using import keyword, we can importing the predefined modules or predefined files or predefined classes we can use inside our application development. Okay. Okay. Next, they are developing one more application. Sorry, app 5 they are developing. App 5. Okay, app 5. In this app 5 they are writing the contact related page, sir. Contact related logics. Just so same file they are importing into application 5. Same file they are importing into application 5. You getting this one? So if you are using this common file, if you are using this common file, you are saving the time, sir. You are saving the time to developing this application. So if you are saving the time means obviously cost saving. Okay, and ready-made code you are using means so lines of code reducing. Lines of code reducing means memory saving. Okay, and readability is increasing, complexity is decreasing. Like a number of benefits are there, sir. That's why these developers, Adrian and Simon Wilson, are decided okay, by using this common file we are getting the lot of benefits if we are developing any other application, new application. So we will maintain this file, we will maintain this file lifelong for developing the more applications in coming years, future years. Okay, in future to developing more applications we will maintain this file like this they decided, and they taken this file name as Django. They taken this common file name as what? Django. That is the history, some points are about the history. Okay, so our file name is taken what? Django. So here I'm going to take Django. Are you understanding this one? Okay, yes, sir. So why they taken Django only? Why not taking other names? Why they taken our framework name as Django? Why not others, other name? Okay, means some background is there, sir. Okay, for that one background is there. So our authors, who are authors? Adrian and Simon Wilson, sir. Okay, so these both authors are loving music, sir. Loves music, sir. Okay, Adrian and Simon Wilson loves music, sir. They both are music lovers, sir. Okay. So one famous guitarist person is there, sir. Guitarist person is there. Famous guitarist person is there. His name is Django Reinhardt. Django Reinhardt. This is one famous guitarist person, sir. For example, for dance, Michael Jackson is there. Same like for guitarist, for guitaring, okay. One famous person is there. His name is Django Reinhardt. So our developers, Adrian and Simon Wilson, are music loves. They are loving music, sir. They are loving music, sir. So they both are loving. They both are loving this person, Django Reinhardt. Understand this one? So that's why based on this person name, they taken our framework name as Django. They taken our framework name as Django. Are you getting this one? Why our authors taken our framework name as Django means our authors loving one guitarist person is name as Django Reinhardt. Based on this person, they taken our framework name as Django. Okay. So here D silent, sir. D silent. So that's why we are calling Django framework, not D Django. As a student, we can call D Django, no problem. When you are joining into organization, don't call D Django. Django you need to pronounce. Are you getting this one? Yes, sir. So these all points are what I'm discussing. Who are authors, when they started, where they started, why they take a name as Django only, why not other name. These all things are theoretically you are going to get the files. So here you are going to get all the files, all the theoretically matter. Okay. So introduction to framework, different web frameworks, what are available, and what is Django. We discuss some points. History about the Django. These things only now I'm discussing all the points. And the same time, class notes also you are going to get PDF files. This is a typing material, and the PDF files also you are going to get. Both I will share, no problem. Okay. Yes, sir. So next. In 2003 they started, sir. In 2003 they started Django framework. Am I right? Okay. In 2005, they released it to public. They released it to public, sir. Released it to public. This is the thing. So in 2003 they started as an internal project in so-and-so company, Lawrence Journal Organization. But in 2005 they released that framework to public as a open source. Released to public as a open source. Okay. So open source means what? No need of paying any amount to use this Django framework for developing your applications. Freely you can download and you can use this framework to developing your applications. Okay, license versions are not required for downloading the Django. Okay, that is we are calling open source. So next, in 2008, so our Adrian and Simon Wilson both are resigned to that old companies, Lawrence Journal Organization company. They resigned and they started own organization. This name as DSF. DSF stands for Django Software. Django Software Foundation. Okay, this one, sir. Okay, Django Software Foundation. So simply we are calling DSF organization. Okay, in the year 2008 they started. Why they started this company means, so in the Lawrence Journal Organization they started, sir, in the year 2003. So in 2005 they decided to release to public as open source, but management people not accepting. Okay, this framework only in our company only we need to use like this. They given instructions. So our authors are not agreed with that one. That's why they resigned to that company and they released it as a open source. Okay. So later they started own organization to maintain this Django framework. To maintain this Django framework means continuously they are developing different versions, different features they are adding to this Django framework. So to developing applications more easily for us. That's why they started organization which name as Django Software Foundation. Okay, okay, sir. So in the year 2008, officially they released 1.0 version, Django 1.0 version they released, sir. In 2005, just Django released, but no version specification. These all things are not there. In 2008, they released 1.0 version. Okay. In 2019, sir. In 2019, for example, 2.x version released. 2.x means Django 2.0, 2.1 or 2.2, like a number of versions are there, sir. So in 2019 April, okay, in 2019 April they released. Okay, so this is the point, sir. April they released. In 2019 only, in 2019 only, December. Okay, so in 2019 December they released 3x version also, Django latest version, sir. 3.1 version is there. Okay, so like a number of versions are there. Whatever we are familiar, what version is more suitable to developing the applications, we are going to use that one. We are going to use that version. So how we are downloading particular version, how we are installing these all things, I will take care next session. Okay, just I'm giving overview, sir. Here, are you getting this one? So when they released it to, when they started means 2003 in Lawrence Journal Organization as a internal project. Okay, in 2005 they released it to public as open source. In 2008 they started one organization. In 2008 only they released 1.0 version. In 2019 earlier 2x version released. In 2019 later, okay, 3x version released. Okay, so this is the history about the Django framework, sir. So these all points you are going to get here more clearly, sir. Why they started these all points, sir. So you're going to get more clearly. Okay, so when I'm sharing this documentation to you, so you are going to read these all things line by line. More easily you are going to get this one. Okay, so okay guys, this session now I'm going to stop here. So you can ask whatever you have doubts. I'll give the clarification. And next session I'm going to discuss about the Django features. Okay, so more than 15 features providing by Django, sir. We are going to discuss these all features more clearly about the in next session. Then you will understanding actual beauty of this Django framework. Why you are deciding to learn this one. Okay, so thank you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, if you have any queries, can ask me. Okay, so do you have any queries? Anybody?
No, sir.
Yeah. So then same time tomorrow we'll meet. Yeah. So tomorrow 7 o'clock we'll meet, and 5:30 REST API also is starting. Any of your friends already completing Django, or else you also planning, then you can plan it. That is your wish, understanding of your capability. Otherwise, learn some days Django, then one more batch is going to start. Okay, every 10 days one batch going to start. Then that time you can plan your wish. Are you getting this one? But Django knowledge is somewhat required to learn this REST API. Yes. So, okay, can I close this session or any queries are there?
No, sir. No queries, sir.
Yeah, guys.
So should
So,
we type the mail ID or anything for the sending this PPT and video?
what is madam? Come again?
So should we type the mail ID or anything to send this
Yes.
video?
I mean, tomorrow session I'll take madam after completing demos. Okay, 2 demos. So I'll take mail. I'll forward these all things. Are you getting this
Okay,
one?
sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
sir.
problem.
Thank you.
All the theoretical points only. So after completing tomorrow session also, I'll forward together all the things. Okay, when we are starting actual programming installations, how we are doing, how creating project, how creating the these all things are day to day. Which day we are discussing, same day I will send to your mail. Then while coming next class, you are going to practice all the things, you are going to read all the things. Okay, so thank you guys.
Okay.
Tomorrow
Thank you,
session
sir.
remain.